Hello everyone, welcome to channel IGCSE&GCSE MATHS School. Today too, we are going to do the paper 1H of Mathematics A of Edexcel IGCSE June 2022. Right, and in this paper we have discussed until the question 23 and question 22. Today we are going to discuss the questions 23 onwards, right? Right, question 23. Polygon has n sides. Sizes of interior angles are in an arithmetic sequence. First 5 terms of the sequence are 177, 175, 170, 170, 169. Find the value of eta. Now what they say is that there is a polygon. The interior angles of that polygon has n sides, n number of sides. Number of sides hasn't been given, actual numerical value hasn't been given. Then only letter term has been given to know the number of sides, that is n sides, right? Then its angles, its interior angles form arithmetic sequence when they are arranged in descending order. Then they have given 5 terms of that 5 angle values in descending order. Then these are the descending order, those 5 angles in descending order: 177, 175, 173, 171, 169. Right, now here the other sizes of the 5 angles of this particular polygon in descending order. Now here they say that these angle values are in arithmetic sequence when they are arranged in a descending order like this. Then there is an arithmetic sequence. What is the property of an arithmetic sequence? Arithmetic sequence has a common difference. It evolves with a common difference. What is common difference? Equal difference between every pair of consecutive terms. There is equal difference between every pair of consecutive terms. Therefore, they are called arithmetic sequence or linear sequence, right? So, now see whether there is equal difference between every pair of consecutive terms. Now here, what is this? Minus 2. Here, difference is minus 2. Here also the difference is minus 2. Now 173 minus 2, 171. 171 minus 2. Alright, yes, there's an equal difference. Same difference between every pair of consecutive terms. So therefore we say this is arithmetic sequence or a linear sequence, right? Okay. Now it is okay, right? Now what they ask, this has n number of sides. N number of sides, n sides. Then we ask to find the value of n, otherwise the number of sides. Okay. Now we will do. Now here we have a particular formula for finding the sum of interior angles of any polygon. It has to be used for this, right? Because then you write the sum of interior angles, sum of interior angles equals sum 180 into n minus 2. If you know the number of sides of the polygon, you substitute that for this n is the number of sides, then you get the value inside the bracket, simplified, and multiply that by 108. Okay. Right. If we have 5 sides, 5 here, 5 minus 2, 2, 3 times 180. That is 540, like that. Then that is how you find in geometry, in polygon geometry, the sum of interior angles of any polygon. Right. Now there's here this is there is another way to find the number of sides of this polygon, because its sizes of the interior angles are in arithmetic sequence. Therefore, if you get the sum of this arithmetic sequence, if you get the sum of n number of this arithmetic sequence in sides, therefore there will be n number of angles here when you come in number of the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, like that, there will be n number of terms here, n number of angles here. Then if you get the sum of this arithmetic sequence, if you get the sum of n number of this arithmetic sequence, if you get the sum of n number of terms of the arithmetic sequence, you are getting the, again, what, sum of interior angles of this polygon. Therefore, we can write the formula, is the formula for find the sum of n number of terms, first n number of terms of arithmetic sequence as Sn equals, this is the number of sides, Sn equals n divided by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. This is how you find the sum of first n numbers of an arithmetic sequence. Now, yes, now we have this common differences here, minus, that is denoted by d here. Then d equals how much? D equals minus 2. Also, likewise, this A value. A is the first term. First term is also given. What is the first term here? That is 177. Okay. Now, using those, we will try to obtain another statement in n for the number of n number of terms of this. That will be equal to this sum of the interior angles of this polygon. Then we will do something, will equate that statement to this one, because this also gives the sum of interior angles for the same polygon. Okay. Then there are two statements for the sum of interior angles of this particular polygon. One statement is this. One statement is this one. And what you get by simplifying this one, right? So substituting these two values, right? Okay. Then Sn we don't know, right? Then here n we don't know, you write 2 here. Then 2, first time we know 177. Then plus, we know this n, we don't know n, write it as it is, then minus 1. Then we do know this d value, that is how much? Minus, yes, like multiply. Okay. Then you remove brackets and simplify. Sn equals n over 2. This is 2 times 2 times 7 is 14. 1 is left. 2 times 7 is 14. Plus 1 is 15. 1 is left. 4 times 1, 2 times 1 is 2, plus that left one is 354. Then plus here minus 2 times minus n. Minus, remove brackets, minus 2 times minus n, how much? Minus 2n. Minus 2 times plus 1, minus 2 times minus n. Minus 2 times n is minus 2n. Minus 2 times minus n is plus. Minus 2 times n is minus 2n. Minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2. Minus 2 times minus 2 numbers of the same side. You multiply. Therefore, for the director number rules, answer is positive. Minus 2 times minus 1 plus 2. Okay. Right. Then you can further simplify. Sn equals n over 2. 354, you can add with these 2, then 356, then minus 2n. Okay. Right. Now, Sn equals, then again, further you can simplify. Then you can, this n, you can write this, you can divide by these two. By these two you can divide. Otherwise, you can take the common factor 2 for this out, and with this you can cancel. You can do whatever. Right? We will do that way. Then this 2. Then you take the common factor for this one out. Then that will be multiplication here. How much? 356. You take 2 out. 2 is common for this. Then that is here 2. Then what is left within bracket? Divide 356 by 2. That is 300, 150, 56. How much? 28. That means 128. 3 times 2, 16. 1 is left. 3 times 2, 4, 5. 3 times, 2 times 1 is No, that's wrong. 150 plus 10, 78. Sorry, 178. Through 2 times 8, 16. 1 is through 2 times 7, 14 plus 1, 5. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. Correct. Then this one, when they take this, when this 2 is taken out as common factor, here what is left is only n. Like that. Now you can cancel this and this. Okay. Right. Okay. Numbers like this you can cancel, right? Okay. Then n. Then you get here 178 minus 10. Then we will remove the bracket. Then Sn equals how much? N 100 and multiply by n. It will be 178 n. Then minus n squared. Okay, that is the statement obtained for the sum of interior angles of this polygon by using this formula. Now we are going to equate this one because this is also the sum of the interior angles of the same polygon, right? Okay, write it here. 180 into n minus 2 equals 178 n minus n squared. Okay. Then 180 n minus 360 after multiplying. 180 times n is 118. 180 times minus 2 is minus 360. Then here 178 n minus n squared. Okay. Now we will bring these terms to this side because here minus n squared and build up a quadratic equation. Then take minus square to this side. It will be then n squared. Then take 178 to this side. Then minus 178. And then here plus 180 n. Here minus 360 equals 0. Okay. This side is 0. All these are done now. We can further simplify here n squared minus 178 n plus 180 n. These are like terms, n terms. Therefore, you can subtract in algebra. Here then 178 minus 178 plus 180 n means 2, no? Plus 2. 2n. The two numbers of different signs are deducted and put the sign of the larger number in the answer. That is the directed number rule of addition and subtraction, right? Then here plus 2n, then minus 360 equals 0. Okay. So then now this is the quadratic equation to be solved to find the value of n. Then here, then we will find the factors of 300 minus 360 to what? Get 2n. How do you find that? Right? That will be 18 times 2, 20. 0, 2 times 8, 16, 1 is step, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3. That is what 18 times 20. 18 times 20, but you have to get the answer negative. Therefore, one of these numbers must be negative because you are getting the negative answer only if you multiply two numbers of different signs. Then here minus 360, then you get plus 2, and here to be a plus, then actually this you have to factorize this one so that the sum of the factors equals this middle term coefficient, right? Then for the sum of the factors to be positive, to you have to put the negative sign to the smaller one. Then what I will get in this minus 20 minus 18 equals to yes, correct. Then you are getting yes, these are the factors 20 minus 18. They are straight away, as now there is coefficient of n squared term is positive 1. Straight away we can write the factors like this. First see whether there is a coefficient 1. Coefficient positive 1 with the square term. Here the n square, the coefficient is positive 1. Therefore, straight away we can write the factors. We don't have to go through that long process by writing this 2n in terms of these two factors and then factorize in pair by pair. Like that, we don't have to go through that process. It is very easy. When the square coefficient to square term is positive 1, right? This straight away we write the factors. Then these are the two factors. We write like this. N minus 18 and n plus 20, okay, equals 0. Now, this is the quadratic expression in factorized form. Now, we equate each factor to 0 or n plus 20 to 0. Okay, now n equals, take minus 18 to that side, that will plus 18 equals plus 18, or then this minus 20 is taken to that, this plus 20 is taken to that side, that will be minus 20. Okay, now number of sides cannot be then negative 20. Therefore, number of sides you write number of sides, number of things. Number of things cannot be expressed in negative terms like negative 50 people, negative 500 computers. We don't say like that because the number of terms, anyway, whatever it is, number of terms cannot be a negative answer. Therefore, this negative answer is rejected. In number of sides can't be negative. Okay, negative. So therefore, n equals 18. Okay, that is the answer. Right. That. Then we go to the next question. Express each of A. Here, question 24. Express each of A, B, and C. There are two letter terms A, B, and C. In terms of Q, so that Q plus 12x minus Q x squared can be written as A minus B within brackets x minus C squared. What they ask you to do is to express this A, B, C in terms of Q in this one. Then this, if you get something like this, anywhere, I'll erase of this right. Right. If you get anything such as this, let's say x plus b squared plus c, like this, a x plus b squared plus c, right? Then if you get anything as this is the form of completed squares. This is the form of completed squares. Then something is completed in squares, you are getting this form. Then something is completed in squares. Then if squares are completed of something, you get this one. If you complete squares of a quadratic expression, this is the form of the answer you get. So therefore now this is also in that form. Or what happens is this this term has been written first here, a minus b, like this here. So if I write this one in this way, a plus a, c plus a x plus b, that is in this form here. Then this is also a what we call answer that we have got by completing squares of a quadratic equation, a quadratic expression. This must be the answer that we have gotten definitely by completing the squares of a particular quadratic expression. Then that quadratic expression is given here. See this one. Therefore, let's to find A, B, C in Q, as they say. Let's complete the squares of this quadratic expression. Therefore, you take it like this: Q plus 12x minus Q x squared, like that, right? Minus Q, Q. Then we will complete the squares of this. First of all, we write by inverting this. Then it will be like this: minus Qx squared plus 12x plus Q, like this. You are getting that in that way, right? Right, Then to complete the squares, if there is a coefficient of the square term, take it out as a common factor. Then here minus q is taken as a common factor. Then here what is left is x squared. Then plus this 12 divided by q x. Then we will leave this q out. We take the common factor only for the second two terms. for convenience, right? Okay. Right. Then right. Then what we do is we'll write the this expression within brackets in completed squares. Let's complete the squares of this one. Now, okay. Now what we have to do is you take this as option of this x term, not the square term, and divide that by 2. 12 or q1 divide that by 2 means multiplied by half and square that. Then it will be how much then? Here it is 6. 6 over q. No? Then 6 over q and square. Okay. Right? 6 over q whole thing square. Now you add and subtract this to this one. Then it will be minus q. Then x squared plus 12 qx add 6 over q squared and minus 6 over q squared, and now we completed this one squares, and then we put this bracket, then plus this q. Okay. Now this part we can write in factorized form like this. You take this 1x from this x squared, then another 1 from this 6 over q squared, then that means plus 6 q squared, like this. Okay, that is this whole part. That is this whole part. This was contracted by factorizing. Then you write this minus 6 here. This one minus 6 minus 6x squared means 6x squared means 36, and q squared, like this. And then close this bracket. We open bracket here and close here. Then plus q. Okay. Right. Now minus q. Then now you can remove this bracket. This multiplied by this minus q. Then you are getting minus q times this whole thing to remove brackets. Then minus q. Then x plus 6 over q. To remove this bracket, we multiplied this whole thing. To remove this bracket, this one and this one, we multiplied this minus q, this term and this term. When this term is multiplied by minus q times this whole thing here. Okay. But you can't multiply this inside part by q. You can't multiply this inside. You can't write that minus q times x is minus qx, and minus q times 6 over q is minus 6, like that. You can't multiply inside part because of this power. By this power, there's a barrier here, preventing you from multiplying inside terms by this minus q. Leave it here. Okay. Then minus q times this one. Then that will be 36 over q squared into minus q. We multiply this by this term. This term also was multiplied by minus q. Then plus this q. Okay. Now here minus q, we can simplify further, x plus 6 over q, okay, squared, and minus, then you can simplify this one. 1q goes for this one. Then here minus sign is there. That minus sign multiplied by 36 is minus 36. That minus 36 and this minus 1 plus 36. Then this will be plus 36 q. And here plus q. Okay. Okay. Now minus q, x plus 6 over q squared, and you can add these two. What the LCM is q. Then q will be here. Then q be here. Denominator is 1. No? Then LCM can be q. Then here it is 36. Then here there's 1. Then like this. Then to make this one, this common denominator, you have to multiply by q, multiply this also by q, therefore q square. Okay, like that. Okay, now we have done it. Now we will rearrange this into this form. Then here you get first 36 like this. We will make the rearrangement here so that you can see. Then it is here. You get. We are going to rearrange. Then we are going to write first this part. That means 36 plus q squared over q. Then here minus here. We are going to write first this term and next this term. Then minus q x plus 6 over q and 2. Oh, like that. Now this is the expression. Now we write this one here, a minus b x plus c x 6 plus minus 6. We didn't get that. X minus 6. We got this 6 over q. Positive value. We have made a mistake here. Here, when you take this minus q out, then this positive 12 become negative 12 here. Here negative 12, right? Then that negative 12 here, this one become here also negative 12. Right, then you divide also this negative 12 over q here. Then it will be here what you get is minus 6 over q. Then here there will be negative sign. Minus 6 over q, minus 6 over q. Then this one will become negative. Then this one will become negative. Right? And then, okay, this all become negative. Right? All become negative. And here also the next, this one is negative. Okay, this is negative 6 over q square. Okay. Here we had made a mistake because when we take this minus q out, then this 12 become negative. Negative 12 become 12x become negative 12 over q, because that happens like when you take something minus something out to determine as common factor, to determine what comes in the brackets, you have to divide this by this one. Then 12 divided by negative q equals what? Negative 12 q. That's how you get this negative 12 q inside. Okay. Then, okay, now we have written that. Now here we will compare. Then a means this whole thing. A equals how much? 36 plus q squared over q. Then this q equals how much? B. Then b equals q. Sorry, b equals q. Then this is c. Then c equals how much? C equals this one here. Instead of sorry, not this one. I made a mistake here. This form now we have write x minus c. This x minus c, that one. Then compare c with this. How much? Minus 6 over q. Minus 6 over. No. 6 over q. Minus cos, right? Okay. 6 over q. That is what? C value. Okay, right. Have a nice time. See you. This video is going to be ended, and wish you all the best and expect to meet in a different video. Right. Thank you very much.